Hello and welcome back to another piano snack tutorial. I'm Michael and this is the episode 14 where I will show you how to switch between major and minor scales. In the beginning, I think in the lesson 3, yes, I was going through the structure of the scales, how they work, and there we realized that the structure is basically the same. It's just the question how to where you start, like what's the starting point of the scale. So if you want to watch it again, like just go to the playlist here and go to lesson 3 and watch it through, and then maybe you understand how the structure works, and then you come back and continue here. So let's get started and have a look at the piano. So when we have the A major, the A minor scale here. This is the A minor scale. The A minor chord we would start. And the C major scale is up here and has the same tones. That's a bit out of the piano, but it will work with the camera. So basically the A minor chord and the C major, the A minor scale and the C major scale have the same tones. So it's just a question where you start from. So if we take now these both scales and want to switch in it, so we take again like we would start in a normal improvisation. Then we take our 3 chord pattern, can also be a different one, but we take the one we use here in our piano snack lessons pretty often. So we go with these 3. And then we search for another pattern. So this is our 4 pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another pattern with 4 chords from the C starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, let's take this. Can also be another one, but I would recommend that it starts with a C, maybe also ends with a C, or restarts then with a C again. So, and now we start, and I will just play and show you for the moment. So. Now we want to switch. Now we switch back. So, that sounded pretty smooth, and there are a few reasons for it. Of course, in general, you can just switch whenever you want, but there are a few chords that works a bit better for switching. So, for example, if you take the from the A and A minor and C major scales, so we came here, our last chord in our pattern here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, was the G. And the G is, if you go up 4 tones, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you go down 5 tones away from the C. If you go back then here, it sounds pretty smooth. The transition. So, that you can remember, like if you want to switch from the minor chord, from the minor scale in the major scale, and you want to have like a really smooth transition, then you search for the tone that would be in the new scale, the 5th tone from the starting point. So from the A, it would be the 7th tone, but from the C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be G, the 5th tone. So and there you play the accord then. So, and if you go back, so we're going back from here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's not 100% smooth, but it works also pretty good. Like if you would switch from here, there would be also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 with this here. So if you want to go back, the ideal or like the really smooth one would be from the E, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tones up from the A scale. If you want to switch from the C again, C major to the A minor, but the D, as we hear it here, works also pretty good. And that's also in the other way the case. So if you play, for example, like from if you want to switch now from the 4th tone of the new scale over, like that would be from C to F. So we try again and try now to switch from the F over. So that works also pretty good. So from these positions, it's pretty smooth to switch. Anyways, because the scale are identical, the scales, it's just the starting point different. You can switch basically from any chord, but that's also something just you can try. So if you want to try this, you can also do this with other scales. You find the equivalent to the minor chord you find every time to the minor scale. When you have the A, for example, 1, 2, 3 steps above it, it's the major scale with the same tone. So if we go, for example, from the C minor we had. Oh, hui, hui, hui. There it is. So then we would be here. It would be the E diminished. Now there we can see there's the major scale. So you can also switch in different scales and try the same, and yeah, have fun with it. But for the beginning, I would recommend to you to start with A minor and C major scales, and yeah, just play around with it and have a look from where the switching points are good. So anyways, the structure is the same, so there is also something I would recommend to you: try to make it very obvious when you switch, because then you also doesn't get lost. So have in mind when you want to switch and when you want to be in the new scale, because sometimes it can be a bit confusing for you, and then it's also sounds confusing. So say for example, yeah, I play, I don't know, 8 chords with a A minor, and then you switch, for example, to the C major, and then switch back, like for the training. If you later write a song with it or something like this, I would recommend to you to don't use it too often. Like for example, yeah, switching in the refrain, for example, would be nice. Or if you have like a little third part, like if you analyze pop songs, it's mostly like that you have 3 different parts and one is just showing one time. There's also nice to switch, for example. So, but yeah, anyways, you can do whatever you want, like just have fun with it and yeah, improvise with it. And yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. I will go through it and answer them, or will mention the topic in another video. I hope you had fun for today, and yeah, I wish you a nice week.